Hi everyone, it's Carrie. We're at Target today. We are going to check out all the Christmas things that we can find that are in the store. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. I'm so happy that you're all here. Got some pretty stockings here. Says these are $18. I love the green. I love the sweater knit. A nice, pretty simple gold tree topper. That one's really cool. We've got $25 for that one. I love the Hearth and Hand collection. I think I will probably always call it Magnolia, being from Texas. These are super cute. $9. You can put your own little picture in there. Little picture, a little piece of artwork maybe. Variety of different things you can do with that. Oh, I love these. Then this coordinates with that tree topper. That is a beautiful ornament. Got the little letters to Santa right here. Oh, that's really cute too. And then this little trio of bells. All those ornaments up there were $9. This is really cute. Got the glass ornament set. Those are really pretty. Does anyone use, I love the use of clear glass ornaments on a tree. $20. It just lets all the lights kind of sparkle through it. Then $15, we've got, it's one stocking holder. And then these down here, they were all kind of tangled together. However, it's a little 2-pack of small swags. So those are $13. Some of them have green ribbons. Some of them have this, it's like a brownish red. I think that's probably the best way to describe that one. And then there is the larger letters to Santa. Sorry, those down there are $50. Those are cute. Those coordinate with the ornaments. We also have some clip-on lights. So these are all battery operated and you clip them on your tree. And those are $30. And then this really pretty blanket. Oh wait, hold on. This is actually a tree skirt. Looked like a cozy blanket for a moment. I love the green ties on there. $35 for the tree skirt. It's interesting, some of the price tags on here, if you noticed, it said the price was and is. Not sure what that's all about. That is a wood tree topper. I love that. So if you're going for a little more of a natural look, we've got these knit stockings here. Super cozy. They are $18 each. And then these ornaments also $9 each. These are the ones that you can open and put things inside of them. Super fun. And then glass ornaments down here also. Let's take a look at these first. $20. So you got this beautiful cream, the green, and the red. Super pretty. We've got some green amber and a brown in there. Those glass ornaments also very pretty. Have any of you ever done like just a full decked out Hearth and Hand tree? Let me know in the comments. So those boxes are $20 for those. And then we have bulb garland here. Just a little strand of lights. These are pretty. So these are bells. Oops, hold on. That box is a little too heavy to pick up one-handed. We're going to leave that be. However, it is a mini bell garland set, as is this one over here. So just two different types of styles, and they are $20 each for those boxes. $70 down here. It says for the tree skirt. I'm not sure which one that is for. This says $35. These are the fabric tree skirts. They're very pretty. If that wood tree skirt is $70, skip it. There's too many other stores that sell wood tree skirts that are significantly less than that one. Sorry, Joanna, but we'll wait and see if there's another tree skirt that's going to go in there that might be worth 70, but anything on that bottom shelf right now, in my opinion, you can find that a better deal someplace else. This is very pretty garland though. Let's see, do we have a price on this one anywhere? Nope. Sorry about that. No price on those. I'm sure a lot of the pricing will kind of catch up as they get inventory. Right now, I feel like so many stores are trying to get their stock in. I do have this garland, this exact one, and I have the matching wreath, and I love it. I've had it for years. $25 with this really fun clock up here, but also some really fun Christmas towels. Love the patterns on these. So those are your 2 packs. Those are $10. And then for $13, we've got our pot holders, a little oven mitts, and then our little Dutch bakers. These are $17. A little bit of a price adjustment down. See what I'm saying? Where it says was 65, now it's 50. Interesting. So they have those both in cream and brown. Love those. I love a good book stand that can hold my cookbooks. That is $20. I know I'm that many years old that I still use a cookbook. I don't use an iPad or digital computer. I have every once in a while, but I prefer my cookbooks. That KitchenAid down there, no big deals on those. Those are still full price right now most places. Although if you're in the market for a KitchenAid, keep shopping them. Typically Walmart and Sam's Club are going to have the best deals on KitchenAid mixers if that's on your wish list, and we'll keep watching for them. $15. These are smaller wreaths. This one's just real pretty, basic with berries. It's got that good sturdy wire and a little hook on the back. I appreciate that for hanging. And then the one next to it has little bells that actually match one of those bell garlands that we saw before. Then we've got our cake stands and or cheese domes. I've heard them called both. We've got, let's see, this one. What's going on with the price? I'm so confused on the pricing. Sorry. We're taking a peek. That says it was $19. Yeah, it's $20 for the cup holder. But then there was another one over here that said a mug tree, $25. Hang on. What is happening? That says 20. The thing down below says both 20 and 25. So if that's something you're interested in, take it to one of the scanners and just price check before you buy something so you're not surprised up at the checkout. I always use my phone and just check on my little, the little scanner on the app as I go. That way I keep my budget as I walk through the store. Got some pretty copper pieces down here. Salt and pepper shakers. Oh my goodness. What is this? A little random radio over here, a little portable Bluetooth. That's not supposed to be in that area. However, it is cute. All right, we have some Hearth and Hand food in the store. Now, at the very, very end of the video, literally at the very end, I'm going to show you in the freezer section. She has a whole section of food in the freezer section, and we've already purchased a bunch of it, and we've tried it out, and it's pretty solid. So we've got, what do we have in here? Price tags, anything? Nope, actually, the price tag's a little bit further down. I'll show you the prices, so hang tight for those. That is a little box of ginger cookies. The tin is metal, very cool. $15 for the napkins. I am a sucker for trim work on towels, napkins, bedding. So I think that's really pretty with that little red trim on it. Our cocktail napkins. Do they all have the same? Yes, they all have little Christmas trees. So those are $15. They have some green ones. She has her napkin rings here, $13. Kirkland's also has a 4-pack, and the ones at Kirkland's are really big. So if you're going for the evergreen look on your table this year, consider the ones at Kirkland's also, just because they're larger, depending on what size you want. So I thought at first, the reason I'm standing here so long, I thought they were cake pie plates, but they're not. So this is actually like dishes for your table. So this is a bowl for your table. I absolutely was convinced. I was like, wait a minute, the size is off on those pie plates. Got candy cane sticks. She has some stir sticks, some cocoa stirs. The cheddar cheese straws, I kind of like those. And then here is all the pricing really quick on the food. So if you want to freeze that, screenshot it. So you can see the prices. The ginger snaps, those were 13. Mint bark, 13. Cocoa stirs were 5. We've got cinnamon bun snack mix. But yeah, here's the rest of the dishes. It's a beautiful, beautiful deep green. So $17, you've got your appetizer plates. And then we've got a beautiful serving tray down here. Let's take a look at this one. This one is brown. This one is brown. Sorry, the camera was a little... So there's some brown and there's some green. I wonder if they're going to bring more green in. Here's a green serving tray there. This bowl is beautiful, $25. Let me bring this up so you can see this. I kind of love that. All right. Yeah, they are. You can see the paperwork right there. They're still bringing a lot of things out. So we will absolutely come back in another week, check out what's new. Love these little cups here. These, we've got $17 little tree plates. Also saw something similar to that at, goodness, I have to jog my brain now. Was it Kirkland's or maybe it was Home Goods? North Pole. We've got Santa on skis. Do any of you ski? This is really cute. $23. You've got your little Santa cup and your tray. This would be fun for sandwiches, or even if you wanted to use that for little cookies and milk for Santa. Got some florals, $25. Yeah, these are all price adjusted down too from where they were a couple weeks ago. That is a large wreath up there. That's really pretty with kind of half the evergreens around the bottom with the pine cones. And then here's a larger version of the one with the bells on it. They're a little too far back, unfortunately, for me to grab pricing on those. We've got berries in here, reds, whites. These are potted, little potted evergreens. Would make a really fun small Christmas tree if you're tight on space. Price on that? New? Let me look around a little bit. $40. Fireside spruce. These are candles over here. I love the container that they're in. So those are 25. Those are pretty. They do smell really nice also. Some pretty evergreen items in here. We're going to have to dig around. So $10 for pricing. I think it's $10 for these smaller ones. $35 for these amber jars. Price-wise, that feels a little on the high side. It is pretty, but I feel like you might be able to, I don't know. I have this wreath up here. Mine is many years old, so I have different bells on mine, and I love it. Even storing it, pulling it out every year, it still looks beautiful. I've got a pretty metal with just a simple green bow. That's really pretty. And please don't, don't take it like personal if I say something. I think sometimes some things I just feel are a little too expensive for what they are. If it is something that you purchase and you're like, that's in your budget, awesome. There's some things where for me personally, I feel like maybe I could create that same look a little bit more effectively, a little more budget friendly. These are silo cookie flavored. I understand we're all on different budgets. It's just sometimes pricing shocks me a little bit on items. So these are kind of cool. These are chargers. Whoops, hold on, I actually grabbed two. They have the little clear rubbery things to keep them in place on the table. And then there's a large swag in here that holds 3 candle tapers. And I want you to keep in mind, if you buy something with one of the Joanna Gaines candle holders there, her tapers are much larger than an average taper. So, you know, if you have tapers that you're like, oh, I would put mine in there, they're not going to fit. And I'll show you at some point here. What other kind of yummies? We've got hot cocoa mix. I do love the green cups. So it's a whole little hot cocoa. That would be a nice little gift. We've got some towels. This is a whole oh, I love the green and red on here. So that is a 4-pack. Those are napkins, not towels. I completely misspoke. They are thick napkins, as are these. These are a little thinner than the other ones. That's why I thought those were towels. And then we have the coordinating table runners. Let's see what else. So there's 3. There's that one, this one, and then this. Woo! Is there one here with the green? So there's 4. So these match the, oh, those are cute. They had cocktail napkins that match those. Prices? Yes, no, maybe so. Nope, there was a price. It's not on there. This one is the pretty with the red detail. No prices on those as of yet, but I do love that red trim. Wrapping papers, I love that they always coordinate with, some of them coordinate with the coffee cup. I love that. That one matches the coffee cup. Just some good basic plaids in here. This I thought was fun. This is a little ornament tree. And you can get the glass ornaments. I'll show you those here in a moment. This little tree is $30. And then here's all the little glass ornaments you can put on there. So those are in a box over here. I think those are super pretty. $25 for those. And $25 for this little countdown. This went home with us. My grandson fell in love with this when we were in the store today, so I had to get that for him. So it'll count down different holidays and your birthday. That's super fun. And how you can set it to how many sleeps. You know how some families do how many days or how many sleeps, so you can adjust that. But we did get one of those, and those were $25. There is another fun little countdown right here. I love this one here with the little cards on it. Then we've got the clock. That also matches the coffee cup and the wrapping paper. Okay, these are little candle lights that you could put honestly anywhere. I love little candles like this in my windows of my house for the holidays. And then these are little candle charms. And then I'm going to show you here the difference in her candles. They are chunky. They are much, much chunkier than a standard taper candle at the bottom. This is how large a taper you would have to fit in for her. So you know what I'm saying? A standard one that you buy at like Hobby Lobby, something like that, is not going to fit in there. Michael's does have some chunkier ones. So I've got a little bit of Christmas art over here. This one is $25. Let me try to get the glare off of these. It's got a good, nice, thick frame on that one. $25 also for these. Very pretty with the plaids. And this I thought was really cool. It's a card holder. So you could put that on a mantle, countertop, credenza, anywhere in your house, and you just slip the cards into those little grooves. That is $25. Where do you all put your, when you get cards, where do you put them? In my house, I end up taping them typically to like an entire door inside the house or around a door frame. Just depends where we're living. I don't know where I'm going to hang them this year. These jars are very, very pretty. $15. Her candles always smell pretty good. This one here is Fireside Spruce. This one is Cypress and Santal, and then there's a whole glass thing of matches right there. This one is Cozy Cardamom. I wish you all could smell these. They do smell. I ended up smelling all of them. Balsam and Berry. My grandson loves smelling candles. Very much a sensory thing for him, and so we will gladly go through all the candles with him. This is a rechargeable, kind of put anywhere lamp. I love it. It's glass. It's heavy. It doesn't feel cheap. That one is $30. They have them in 2 different colors. I thought they were beautiful. We have a rechargeable little Bluetooth radio. That is so fun. That one is $50. $25 for the plug-in light. There's that little portable Bluetooth speakers. $45. We've got a couple pillows tucked away back here. Sorry, I had to readjust my camera. So solid on the back. Love the red trim. This is a removable cover. Merry Christmas on that one is very pretty. I love that we're kind of going more to Pottery Barn's done it for the longest time. $22 for those, where you get the pillow and you can just change your covers. $25 for that. It's just from a space standpoint, not having to store so many pillows. These are $40. Any of my seasonal pillows, I end up putting them in those little air vacuum packs and vacuum them down after the holiday just to keep them put away and clean. Got some really, really cozy pillows and blankets in there. And then these are all the same fragrances of the candles we just smelled before. However, they're just in a different container. So those are $30. And then over here are these adorable little bell candles. Let me see one of these. The lids were a little, so they're just little. They pop right off. I like those. I think those would be a fun little addition. And up top, we've got some more winter art. These are, oh, I love that one. Sorry for the glare. The glare is so tough sometimes on some items. And then we have all the different magnolia candles down below, different jars, things like that. How many of you have a Pura system? It's a little fragrance diffuser. I love that I have one of these. You control it by your app. It just, gives off a little bit of fragrance. You can adjust your intensity. The Capri Blue Volcano, that is one of my favorite scents. So I've got a few of the other Capri Blue fragrances in here, and then you have the Pura brand ones. But I love that they're selling them inside the store now in Target, because you used to have to order this stuff or go to a specialty store. So I've got some really pretty towels over here. Good plaids. I love the trees. The reds are really good. This mat, $15. And then $15 for the towels. I love the simplicity of the red trim on there. Those are really pretty. And we've got some super fun shower curtains if you change those up for Christmas. $10 for those, and then $5 for the little hand soap pumps. This is a half circle green mat, says Joy. That one comes in at $10 also, and then $5. We've got our little accent towels here. This is Very Merry Christmas. It's got some snowflakes on there. We've got gingerbread houses. I love the polka dots. Our candy canes with the stripes, that's fun with the little green trim on the bottom. And then this one here with the wreath, I love those. We've got some fun little pillows we found over here. These are $10 each. We've got a wreath tucked in back here. We've got Christmas trees, stockings. Little guy's with me today helping. He loves doing this. Whoopsies. We'll get that picked up. Snowflakes. What else do we have? We've got some gingerbread men. We've got some shower curtains. I love these. So these are $15, but I love that little plaid across the bottom. And this red one matches all those towels over there and the mats. $10 for our hand towels. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here so far. I love this dish with the ruffles. Also, that soap dispenser, that's really pretty. And then check out the green ones right next to it with the tree. These are really sharp. I like these a lot. Then we've got the plaids and the trees, $10 for those. And then the shower curtain, and I love that it's got the little bit of green trim on the shower curtain. All right, found something new. They have a little Hallmark section over here for bedding. So $20, we've got these adorable pillows. And they only had one out right now, but it was $70. This is for the queen size, 2 standard shams, and your comforter. Super, super soft, cozy bedding right there. Okay, who is John Darien? Someone let me know in the comments. This lights up. He had a whole section back here of Christmas items and even some Thanksgiving items. I did not look at the Thanksgiving. I didn't show the Thanksgiving items. I did look at them. These are candles. So that cake is a candle. The tree is a candle. This throw blanket had absolutely beautiful owls on it. It was a quilt. And then look at the detail on these pillows. Very, very pretty. We've got stockings. Check out, I mean, the detail on these are absolutely beautiful. And these are $25. There were 3 different patterns in here. This one says, "May your days be merry." And this one, "A Merry Christmas." And we've got snowmen. Sorry, there's a lot of people back in this area here. Here is another quilt. Absolutely beautiful, but I've never heard of him before. Actually, there's a little bit of information about him right there. All of these glass ornaments in here, $8. The fully red Santa right there is interesting, but also the shrimp. Is that a shrimp? It's a shrimp. Oops. All right, I see one down here actually that I do love. That's so fun. That is a glass tree topper for $25. London peppermint, ginger. Interesting. Let me know what you think of this line, if you've used their decor before, or if you're overseas. Is this common? Is he a big designer over there? This is a metal house. It's a metal decorative house. And the lid, I'll show you, I'll turn it here. It just opens up and it's empty inside. So forgive me, but I'm not sure what we're doing with that. Do you put a little light inside of it? And then that gold swag, it looked like it went over a doorway. I thought it was really pretty. And I wanted to swing through the dollar spot also up front. dollar spot, otherwise known as a $50 spot. Does anyone else feel that way? You go in here and it's like, I could spend a dollar or $5 or $3 and you're $50 deep into the dollar spot section. But we did have a little bit of Christmas up front already. There's still quite a bit of Halloween in the stores. These are cute. All right, these are ornaments, sorry. These are stocking holders. And then we've got little small doormats down here. They're just with red ribbons on them. They don't say anything. They're just plain. And then the other one is a gingerbread house. Here are more stocking holders. I will tell you, they didn't feel very heavy. So I think you could hang an empty stocking. All right, let's see if can I show you all what's in here? Let's see. Let's take a peek. Is this working? It worked. So these are those little toys that you twist. I'm gonna have to shake it up though. I don't have two hands. And when you twist it, it changes the pattern inside. So I think a lot of us already know what those are, but just fun little stocking stuffers. Little trees. What are these? Are these the little zip, zip, zoom toys? These are the little, pull them back and they'll take off across the floor. This one actually winds up, as does this one. All right, I want to show you something a little bit different in my store. My store, because of how close I am to Disney World, we have a massive, massive Disney selection, clothing, all sorts of stuff in our store that other Target stores do not have. We are going to check out some of the threshold area Christmas items. They have some things up here. They're still stocking the shelves. Pay no attention to the price tags because a lot of the price tags that are up front that you're going to kind of see in the background, that's still from all of the fall Halloween items. So Studio McGee does have some big candles up here. But yeah, ignore that. No pricing on those yet. So we will definitely come back, but you'll see this area not quite done yet, but we'll definitely browse it and see what's up here. So we've got our red and our green pillows. This particular store that I'm at it's considered Kissimmee. It's on Highway 192. It's down by Margaritaville, but it is the closest large Target to the Disney theme parks. Those are very pretty trees. So it's a big, big store. It has that big Disney section, has all of our normal Target things. But it is always fun when I'm in the store because we have so many tourists that do come into the store. You can tell they're in awe of a lot of the things that we have. And I think it's a lot of things we don't realize how lucky we are to have access to home decor items or just various little things that I often don't realize other people in other countries don't have stores the way that we have stores. So to be able to see the excitement when they come through and they're looking at, our holiday decor or even our clothing or home goods sections, like it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I do love those very modern white trees up on top. I think I've said before, I'm much more on the modern side, but see a lot of empty shelves in here. However, I just wanted to browse it a little bit so we get a little sneak peek about what's coming in. Some nutcrackers here, some regular taper holders down here. These green ones are quite pretty. So those are glass. Little stocking holders with the houses. These are also the gingerbread houses. Those are stocking holders. And they light up. Oh, I love that. The Merry Christmas one, that'll hold 4. And then here is a little countdown up there to Christmas. Got some berries, some wreaths. Can you see the sparkle in that wreath on the lower left, the red one? I'll try to move the camera a little bit. Hopefully you can catch that. It's quite pretty. It is super pretty. I also love the simplicity of this just basic green with the berries. So we have seen a lot of these feather trees. I've seen quite a few of them also over at Home Goods. in different colors. Definitely seems like that is an in-style thing this year. And then we have some nutcrackers down here. Oh my goodness, I love, she's got her little coffee cup. That's like me in the morning stumbling out, just give me my coffee, don't talk to me for a little bit. I love these ones. They're little pajamas over there with the little nightcaps on. That's cute. We've got some water globes, so $18. A nutcracker, Santa, and a bird. I like the little wood base on here. We'll kind of stir that up there so you can see the snow. Oh, it's music. Okay, hold on. Are they all music? They do. They're all wind up musical water globes. I love that. $18, that price actually was there. And then we have a little nativity set. I'll zoom in so you can see what it looks like when it's put together. Super pretty basic white. A little more natural items up here, just some woven Christmas trees. There's going to be a lot of really fun things in another week or so to come back in and check out. Some of the fall items are still on the shelves, and then we have a faux garland. I love the very delicate flocking on here. $30. That one is priced correctly. The tag was already done. And then we have this one that has the berries. No flocking on that one. But this will all be Christmas in probably another couple days. Then we have our furry stockings and our tree skirt here. That one, are we $18? Yes, so those prices are correct on those. Pretty colors in both of those. Different little gold trays down here. Speaking of gold, that's kind of fun in a very retro way. It does light up. I am pressing the lights. They're very, very small twinkle lights. Like little fairy lights in there. Those are fun. $8. This kind of very much feels like a New Year's Eve type of barware. $8. Those are all going to be hand wash. Anything typically that you see like that with the gold on it, hand wash on those. Lots of little empty spaces, but some cute things. I'm excited to see what comes ahead. I like the detail on the ribbons here. These are really pretty. Then we've got the swag down here. That one shows $35. Got some more artwork over here for Christmas. We do. And this is it, everyone. As we wrap it up, I'm going to head out. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate all of you. This is the Magnolia Table section of food back in here, and I got to tell you, we've tried a bunch of the cookies. We've tried the cinnamon rolls. Super, super yummy. I highly recommend giving it a try if you can. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you all have an amazing day. I will see you all in the next video. Take care and be safe.